Good day, Dr. Karen Young and Dr. Amy Kaufman. I want to begin by sincerely thanking you for teaching our Sweetwater Union High School District certificated staff how to create curriculum by design, especially as we are now in a distance learning online teaching model. During our day-long training, I was fascinated, intrigued, and inspired by the research, usable information, teaching recommendations, and design time that you provided to us via your 5 modules. Moreover, having the opportunity to have a month to really delve into designing a lesson and receiving 2 free UCSD credits was an opportunity I could not pass up. So it is with immense gratitude that I thank you and UCSD for this most valuable and worthwhile training. So in response to the last part of this course, here is my Flipgrid presentation. And the topic that my presentation and lesson plan was on was entitled Managing Your Emotions. So the particular instructional technology tool that I embedded in my lesson was a YouTube video. And in order to do this, I first created a Google slide presentation on Rudolf Dreikurs' theory. I converted that Google slide presentation into a video using Loom. Then I converted Loom into a YouTube video and got a link. Then I created a Google slide presentation of the day's lesson, and I embedded the link so that I could go from my regular Google slide presentation to the video right from my Google Classroom. And so the reason I chose this was because I wanted students to be aware of the empowering nature of Dreikurs' unique theory. I wanted to use this instructional tool because I could present a lot of information in just under 7 minutes, and the students would have access to his information and theory later on. In terms of the instructional tool that I use to assess my students, I use the waterfall chat box assessment that you all modeled in our training sessions. I used it for my anticipatory set. I continued with it during my Google meeting, and I concluded with it as an exit ticket question. I then copied and saved all of my chat box responses so that I could have them for later review. So I chose the waterfall because it was very simple to implement. It was easy for students to use, and it provides a lot of information to me. And being rather a novice at this particular type of instruction, I wanted to use something that was worthwhile and helpful. So when you then asked, what is something that I realized during this past month, I realized how much is out there from just Googling it. It was a source of a lot of information and in terms of lots of video watching. But I really appreciated your words of advice during our Module 3 session on technology tools and student engagement, when you basically said to keep it simple and not lose the purpose of the lesson with the bells and whistles of technology. In fact, you actually intimated that oftentimes students themselves are overwhelmed with the overabundance of technology tools that their students require them to learn and use. So as a result, I learned just how right you were to advise us to select just a few online tools that are both student, parent, and teacher friendly. So again, I want to give you my deepest gratitude and appreciation to you both, Dr. Karen Young and Dr. Amy Kaufman, for your abundance of material, your realistic advice, and your masterful teaching. Thank you so very much.